Go, let him go.
Shouts to Lord Mono. He was like, wait, we got to talk about these matches. Hold on.
Now we'll talk about them as they happen, but this is a big one right off the bat. Shadow versus CBM.
Wow, he really picked Noctis here.
Yeah, he picked Noctis, and then Shadow really picked Zafina. You know, it's hard to tell which character that Shadow will pick sometimes, because he does really distribute the selections pretty evenly when it comes to his tournament picks, whether it's Claudio, whether it's Zafina. He's got his reasons, but here we're opening up with Zafina.
Yep, so interesting matchup. Pretty annoying for Noctis, as someone that has played both these characters. I would much rather be the Zafina player. Mostly because Noctis only has so many tricks. You know, he's got that shorter move list, and Zafina players tend to be pretty defensive. You know, they'll rather block or backdash their way out of situations before they'll try to mash, that type of thing. And that just makes Noctis' job a little bit harder. Noctis loves when you mash. It makes his job way easier. You know what I mean? That's not her style. CBM looking really good so far.
Of course, this is just first to two action. The winner of this match
nice pickup.
Goes right into the top 8 winner side, so it's just do or die. One match to make it into tomorrow. CBM has been poking his way down all around. Took a long time, 50 seconds, in fact, but he does draw first blood.
I mean, that's how it's going to be. There's not going to be any easy free damage in this matchup. He's going to have to work for it with his quick pokes, his quick lows.
Shadow's fully comfortable with just making it a grind.
Yep.
Making his opponent work for every single hit.
Got a little mini reset there. Down back 2, got the counter. Nice pickup.
Yep, did the best he could with the side wall. If it would have been a straight up wall split, he maybe would have been able to break that breakable wall.
The way that he got away from the down forward 2 there was crazy.
Yep. CBM doing a really good job of not letting Shadow get much breathing room. Staying up close, staying in his face, not giving him much time to think either. The pressure is on.
Okay, Shadow finally with some good momentum. Didn't get the 2 hits on the forward 3+4.
Unlucky break right there with the last hit of the tailspin dropping. This round's looking pretty good. This is what he needed. It's kind of going his pace, going his way now. He's able to get in there and be a little comfortable in this matchup. I know that he fights a lot against VDX, our resident Noctis user in the States, and he's actually somebody who does give Shadow a lot of trouble. I mean, when it comes to play who he wants to play in tournaments, he kind of tends to want to avoid. I know VDX is somebody that he'd rather not play over a lot of the other top players. So
I got you.
I wonder if that carries over into this with CBM also using Noctis as well.
I'm sure it does help out. They usually have to fight in like that top 5, top 3 type of scenario. See a nice little counter here for the 4-4-1+2. Oh, good answer. That was a good answer to the miss. Shadow with the wall.
Yep. A lot of sidewall so far. It's all about how you can adjust when things don't go your way with those combos.
True.
Down
back 2 again. But not close enough to get the back 3 there.
Shadow can bring this back here after being down 2-0 rounds. That's a launch.
Punish.
He
tried to get the splat.
Yep, Shadow totaling it up now. Gonna make CBM work for this comeback. 6 seconds left.
He got both hits of the down 2-2, and then CBM closing it out with the sidestep 2. Nice answer.
Yeah, definitely caught him with the down 2-2. I mean, both hits. The first one hits, I think when you try to duck, it might actually catch you. I'm not 100% sure about that, but yeah, it's just a tricky move in general.
It's one of those moves. You can still, when the first hit hits you, I think you can still duck or block the second hit, unless it counter hits you, right? But that's not a move
you don't ever expect it.
Yeah, it's not a move that Noctis players don't throw out like for no reason, right? So I imagine that he had some type of read in that situation. I'm going to throw this out right now. He's not going to be ready to respond to it.
I do know that it's something that CBM does do it a lot at the end of the rounds, because since the low is something that you can launch punish on block, he'll tend to go for the second hit to punish people for trying to punish you back. And in that situation where time was running down, he had a life deficit to make up. It was kind of like a, you know, just a shot in the dark, something to go for, and it actually worked. And then I think it caught Shadow off guard so much that he turtled up right afterwards, and that there was an opening for CBM to come in there and steal the round right back, man. Yeah,
the thing about that type of risky move like the down 2-2 is there is a right time to use it, you know what I mean?
Yes. I mean, you can't low parry the first hit since it's a sword.
No, it's a sword.
You know, you have to block it and punish it the traditional way. Yep, 4-4-1+2 has been getting a lot of mileage.
That's one nice thing about him. He doesn't have a lot of lows that you can low parry. The down back 3, that's the main one.
Yeah. All those annoying sword moves, man.
Got the counter hit and the conversion. He's been, this tournament especially, really going to that 1-4 string a lot as a party starter, evasive little way to get things going. Down 2 again. They're picking away at each other. The Raven versus the Crow. Nice step, and got the back. I think that was guaranteed. Plus frames like crazy. Deal
Mega
with it.
plus. Every round going
hit.
down to the final seconds. Anyone's game right now. CBM is down, so he needs to make it happen.
Wow! Right under the rage drive. That was cool.
Beat him
Shout
out
out
too.
20Z. Good answer.
CBM is trying to use all the moves that will hit Zafina if she were to be in any type of low stance. So that's namely that move.
Yeah, the down back one
Down
series
back
is
one.
one of the best ways to stop that. And sometimes you can get a float too.
He's just pretty much keeping it simple, using that to prevent Shadow from being evasive, and then trying to fish for counter hits with that move right there. That's,
Yeah,
it's
the
landed a
4
couple
plus
times.
2 is
So
it's a good mid for that. It's safe on block.
overall, he's just playing a very, very safe game plan.
Down forward 2. He landed it. Easy combo just in case because we got the sideways. And he closed it out.
Yeah, that's one of his signature moves, one of his things to go for. That timely sidewalk, trying to bait you into attacking off of a safe pokes, and he just does it so well. He doesn't really take many risks when it comes to the things that he likes to do.
Again,
the Shadow
fun
either,
is
so
Shadow.
they're both kind of just playing it safe. Eventually, one guy's going to really have to go and open up and take some risks.
It's getting close to that point for Shadow, but so far, he's blocking it out. Big whiff.
Ooh,
Nice answer.
no,
But he was taking block string. Oh, he beat out the rage drive. Down back 3 for CBM, and now
Match
he has
point.
a huge lead.
Right now for CBM, trying to take a 2-0 over Shadow. You cannot let Shadow get started at all. I feel like he's on the verge of figuring things out in this matchup, how he wants to play, but CBM just trying to keep the pressure on. There's that down 2 right there. It's so hard to actually commit to a launch punish because there is the threat of the second hit.
Shadow.
This should be it for the wall. Wall
Will
combo.
ender, and just in case he really milked it for every hit he could get.
Went for full damage. Didn't need it, but wanted to make sure he did all he could to finish off that round here.
Oh, everything's hitting now. Scarecrow down 4-4 as well.
It's unleashing the lows now.
Oh, nice
Now's the time.
answer. CBM having trouble even figuring out how to move. He's getting interrupted. And the golden letters from Shadow 20Z to tie things up.
The perfect too, and he just chose the right time to start taking those risks. Like I said, it was just now or never really being his. It could have been his last chance. It could have been a 2-0 win for CBM. So it was time for Shadow basically to cash in on all the reads he had, all the tells he had. He just knew that CBM wasn't really ducking lows throughout the entire set. So, you know, he just basically went for it as many times as he could. And I don't know if it's something that he's going to be able to do as freely and as easily in this game. Just now that CBM is going to be hip to it. He'll have to find other ways to get his openings now. But for him to know that something like that will work, if he just does it at the right time, it's definitely encouraging. And, you know, he might be a little bit more comfortable going into this game number 3 as Shadow.
Huge matchup for both players right now. CBM number 5, understanding. Shadow's number 15. Shadow being able to overtake him by staying in the winner's bracket would be a big deal. 220 points on the line for first place. And right now, CBM is taking it to the geometric plane, one of the smallest stages. No gimmicks, just walls.
Oh man, that back two.
Yeah, it's a little confirmable, just rain kind of move. Good for step pressure, especially. Step and just toss it out. Keep them in check. And so far, CBM is trying to keep Shadow in check, mostly with the quick pokes.
Back to keeping it safe
Yep.
for CBM. He doesn't really feel any pressure even after having lost that last game. Doesn't really feel like he needs to change much. And once again, we're in a last 10 seconds type of situation. This is where Shadow thrives. Can he make it happen this time?
He's mixing up really well, but only 3 seconds remain.
Ooh.
And nice answer, CBM.
Yeah, I'm not sure even if things were to have gone Shadow's way, if there would have been enough time to make up the life deficit right there.
Yeah, that move takes up a lot of time too when you block the whole thing.
You gotta punish it, you gotta get enough time, have enough time to get the damage in and everything. So I guess it was a calculated risk for CBM there to kind of burn the time up.
He's playing very calculated with those steps too. Shadow not finishing the string wisely there.
Every hit counts between these two because whoever's got the life deficit really determines how both these guys are going to play, what kind of moves they're going to use, who's going to have to go in. But yeah, CBM is just opting to go for the super, super safe pokes the entire time.
Oh, The second hit caught Shadow. Down back 1+2 didn't work.
It worked last time, but not this time.
And CBM.
Two close rounds, I'd say. Yeah, he's back on match point. He's going to have 3 chances to close out the set this time. Shadow going to need 3 strong rounds.
Really
Start off
opening
pretty
up.
good, yeah. Nice. Working on a perfect so far.
Where are they going? The back turn 2, where you see that one.
Got to eat some mix-ups now. This could be where CBM starts to unload.
He's using the rage well. He's gotten so much damage from those down 2s. Rage drive to get the wall. Nice block and correct punish.
Just went for it.
Woo,
Felt
Shadow.
like maybe, you know, Shadow might sense a little thirst, try to block some low, and kind of just went for it. He had a round to play around with, but this is the round where you kind of want to get serious. Go back to playing it safe, I guess.
Down for that.
That was a crucial whip from Shadow. He had
Beautiful whip punish. Got the wall. End is available. Again, getting close just to hit those big lows. CBM.
He wants to finish it now.
And Shadow needs a humongous comeback now. Was looking for the second hit on the down 2-2. Can he do it?
Nope.
Counter hit from Cherry Berry Mango. And he's going to stay in the winner's side of the bracket tonight.